Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to combine multiple Excel sheets in a single sheet. So let's begin. So let me show you data first. I have created two folders, data 1. In this we have 3 months file, Jan, Feb and March. And data 2, I have 3 months file, April, May and June. First we will combine all these 3 files. After that, dynamically we will combine remaining 3 files. So I'm going to open a blank Excel sheet. So here, first what we need to do, we need to click on Data tab. Here we have Get and Transform Data section. From here, we'll click on Get Data. We will be importing data from folder. So here, my data is in data 1. It will take some time to load the data. So here we have 3 files, Jan, Feb and March. Now simply click on Transform Data. So it will open Power Query Editor. So here we will be doing few transformation of the data and then accordingly we will load that data. So like you can see, we have 3 files, Feb data, Jan and March data. And these are the extension, date accessed, date modified, date created, attributes. So we don't need all these columns. We'll keep these 2 columns, content and names. I will select both the columns, click right and remove other columns. Okay. Now to get the table from these files, I need to add 1 column. So I'll go into the add column section and then click on custom. Okay. So here you need to provide column name. So I'm providing combined data as a column. Now here you have to write 1 code, that is excel.workbook, start the bracket, and then we need to select the content column. We have 2 columns, like you can see here, content and name. So I'll be selecting content. Then close the bracket. Here you need to see if there is any error in the code. So here it will show error, but here the syntax is completely correct. So there is no any error. Okay. Now we will click on OK. Now, so there is 3 tables. So 1 table in each file we have. Now we don't need content column. So we'll remove the content. Here you can see in the combined data, there is a expand button. So just click on this. So you will see how data is going to expand. So you don't need to change anything. It will be by default selected expand and use original column name as a prefix. So the new columns will be created as a combined data dot name, combined data dot data. Okay. Click OK. Sure. So we got the data. Now we can combine data as per the requirement. So here we have multiple columns like combined data dot name, combined data dot data, combined data dot items, combined data dot kind. Okay. So this is the details that this is the sheets. Okay. So here I'll be keeping 2 columns, name and data column, and the remaining I'll remove from here. So remove other column. Now here you will also see in the table column, there is an expand option. So click here. So it will show all the columns that we have. Total we have 11 columns. So you don't need to change anything here. Just click OK. Now you can see the complete table has been loaded. So we don't need this combined data dot. This is the file name that is added here. So I'll be removing this column. Now we have header here, but by default header, it has taken combined data dot column 1 and then combined data dot column 2. Okay. So need to promote this first row as a header. So what we need to do, go to home tab and here we have one option, use first row as a header. Just click. Now you will find certain error here also. Yeah. So in between, like after first sheet, the second sheet has also header. So we don't need this in between the data. Okay. So we'll put filter here and we will uncheck this order ID. Click OK. Now we will not see the header in between the rows. Okay. So this is the data that I have transformed. If you want to do any more transformation in this data, so you can do that and then accordingly you can load. So here what I'll do, I'll simply close and load, or you can close and load too. So I'm clicking here. So if you directly click on close and load, so it will directly load by default table. If you want to load as a pivot table report, pivot chart only, create connections, so you can do as per your requirement. So I'll be loading the table, and if you want, you can add this data into data model as well. So like in future, if you're doing any kind of analysis, so you can use that. Okay. So currently I'm not adding this. I'm just, I'll click OK. Now you can see here date format we need to change. We'll select and change to date column. So you can see we have 300 rows loaded here. Now, this is the way that we can combine multiple Excel sheet in a single Excel sheet. Okay. But how we are going to update this dynamically? So for that, I have created data 2 folder. So we have 3 more data. So I'll copy all this and simply I will paste. Now we have 6 and each Excel sheet contains 100 rows. What you have to do, you have to simply go to data tab, refresh all. Now you can see here that all 600 rows has been loaded. Here we have all the 600 rows. Okay. This is the way that you can combine data dynamically. Whatever the data you have to combine in this folder, so you need to just copy that data and paste into the same folder. It will be automatically updated. You just need to simply come to data tab and refresh all. Then it will be automatically added. If this video is informative for you, so you can like this video, you can share this video in your circle, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more interesting videos, tips and tricks of Excel. Thank you for watching.